Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have filmed this festival inspired makeup look. We are slowly, very slowly but surely heading into festival season and I couldn't be more excited. I honestly love festivals so much. If you haven't been to one, you have to go. I know they do seem pretty crazy and hectic. They are, but they're honestly like the best things ever. I have the best time every time I go to a festival. If I could, I'd probably go to one every week. Like, they're just amazing. Anyways, this look is inspired by a picture I found on Pinterest, and if you would like to see how I achieved it, please keep on watching. So of course I have already done my eyebrows with the Chi Chi brow pomade. To prime my eyelids, I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and then I just use my finger to blend that out all over the lid. Then to set that all in place, I'm just using the RCMA No Colour Powder. To start off with eyeshadow, I've taken the Violet Voss palette and I'm just using the shade Transition all the way through my crease. Next up, I wanted to add a little bit of red into the look, so I'm using the shade Red Ochre from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and I'm taking that all over the lid. And then going back in with that same transition shade and blending that through the crease again. So just to darken up the outer V, I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette again and I'm using the shade Cypress Umber. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I hope that's what it's called. But it's just a nice cool tone brown. So I'm just using that on the outer V, and as you can see I have just winged it out. Then of course back in with the transition shade to blend everything together. So I decided to go in with Love Letter, which is this pink shade from the Modern Renaissance palette. I just wanted to add a little bit more of a pinky reddy shade in there. And then again, back in with that blending brush and the transition shade and blending everything together. To darken up the outer V a little bit more, I'm taking Teddy Bear from the Violet Voss Pro palette and just making sure to continue that wing as well. Taking a makeup wipe, just clean up the outer edges to make it nice and sharp and make sure that the eyeshadow is nice and winged out. Now I'm just going back in with a fluffy brush with no product on it and just blending everything out and making sure both eyes are matching. Moving on to the face, I'm using the Benefit Professional Primer and I'm just taking this under my eyes and mainly focusing this in my T-zone as that's where I get most of my pores and imperfections. And then for the rest of my face, I'm taking the MAC Prep and Prime. And of course now I'm just taking my green concealer to cover up all those red spots and scars. Now that you're looking beautiful and you have a nice green moustache, you're ready to go. No, just taking a Real Techniques beauty sponge and I'm just pushing that concealer into the skin. Now for foundation, I'm mixing together the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 6 and the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20. So I like to take 2 pumps of the Luminous Silk Foundation and 1 pump of the concealer, as you can see here. Using a flat concealer brush, I'm just placing that all over my face and I'm starting with the bottom half of my face as always. And then eventually going in with my beauty blender and blending all of that foundation out. So once your found is all blended out, I'm just taking the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard under my eyes, also down my nose, on my forehead and on my chin of course, and then taking my beauty blender and blending all of that out. To set my under eyes and all the places we just concealed, I'm taking a decent amount of the RCMA No Colour Powder and packing that on all the places that we have just used the concealer. To brighten up my face a little bit more, I'm just using the Banana powder from Australis and I'm just taking that under my eyes, around my nose, on my chin and on my forehead, so just in the middle section of my face. Then of course in with my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the shade Darkest Brown to set the rest of my face. To bronze up my face, I'm using the Too Faced natural bronzer in the shade Sun Bunny, and just taking that on the outer perimeters of my face, so my cheekbones, my forehead, and a little bit on my jawline as well. To contour my face a little bit, I'm taking the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and I'm contouring my cheeks and my nose and a little bit on my jawline as well. And then, because I feel like I went a bit ham with the contour and bronzer, I'm just taking a clean bronzer brush and blending both of them out a little bit more. For blush, I'm using the e.l.f. Blush Quad, and I'm just taking this darkest, almost maroony pinky blush, sort of. It's not really that colour. Anyways, you saw how dark it was, you saw the kind of colour it was, and I'm just using that all over my cheeks. Moving back to the eyes, I'm using the Rimmel London Colour Precise eyeliner, and this is just a white eyeliner pen, and I'm just using this to create a really big wing. Of course you can use black here if you want to, but I thought because it is a festival look, I wanted to do something a bit different and use a white eyeliner. Now your eyes should be looking a little something like this. Randomly I went and decided to fix my eyebrows. I don't know why, but yeah. Now for the next bit, I really wanted to add a bit of something to the eye look, so I wanted to add 2 little dots just below my eyebrow. I tried it with the eyeliner pen, but there wasn't enough colour payoff coming from the tip of the eyeliner pen. So now I'm just trying an eyeshadow primer. This is like a NYX one, and it's just a white primer, which honestly didn't do anything at all. So I decided to take a face paint, and it's just a white everyday sort of face paint, and I'm using the tip of a brush, so like the opposite end of a brush, and I'm just dotting that straight on my eyes, and that honestly worked the best. To prep for my false lashes, I'm using the Essence the False Lashes mascara and just coating my top lashes, and then applying my Ardell Wispies, of course. Moving to the lower lash line, I'm using Rilga from the Modern Renaissance palette, which is this nice orange shade, and I'm just blending that out underneath the lashes.
It's delicious.
Next up, to add a little bit of glitter into the look, I'm using the Chi Chi Metallic Foil eyeshadow in the shade Bronze, and I'm just using that on the inner corner of my eyes. And of course, this is a festival look, so we are going in with the highlighter. So first of all, I'm taking the Super Shock Cheek Highlighter by Colourpop in the shade Flexitarian. And then over the top of that, I'm taking Merry Luminizer by The Balm. Then I just jumped off camera to do my lipstick, and I used the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Limbo. So that is the finished makeup look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm super happy with the way that the makeup turned out. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll hopefully see you in my next video.